were inside. Blondie reached out to stop him, but it was already too late. Mei Jiji's aura surged, energy coiling tighter and tighter. Then, boom! His power erupted in full. The weapons Fang Yu had summoned shattered, the force smashing through her visor. One of the blades spun off course, slicing straight through JV's bag and the exam paper in two. In the same arc, the blade cleanly severed JV's head. A girl screamed, covering her eyes with both hands. Even Blondie and his gang froze, horror etched across their faces. Fang Yu's pupils dilated as she watched his head tumble across the ground, her mind refusing to accept what she was seeing. She readied herself for one last desperate strike. When Mei Jiji glanced over, chuckling, "Oops, friendly fire. My bad, brother." Mei Jiji threw back his head and laughed. "Ha ha, the unstable variable's gone. Now I can finally cut loose." Blondie and his crew instinctively turned toward where JV had fallen, and the very next second, their eyes nearly popped out of their skulls. JV was walking toward them, holding his own severed head by the hair. He planted a foot on Blondie's face and sneered. "Didn't you love bullying me before? What's wrong? Too scared now." With that, he punted Blondie across the room like a football. Students around them screamed, "Ghost! Ghost!" and bolted in every direction. Fang Yu spun around to the commotion, freezing in shock at the sight of headless JV striding forward. Mei Jiji followed her gaze and nearly pissed himself. "No way, this is insane." But instead of charging him, JV's attention was fixed elsewhere. His eyes locked onto the shredded remains of his exam paper. Mei Jiji's heart sank. He raised his hands. "Hey, it was an accident. I swear I didn't mean it." Too late. JV suddenly swung his own head like a mace. Whoosh! He hurled it like a cannonball straight at Mei Jiji. The zombie barely had time to blink. Crunch! The skull slammed into his chest, the sheer force launching him a full kilometer through the air before he crashed down like artillery. Students stood frozen, jaws hanging. He used his own head as a weapon. This is brutal. Is that really the same nerdy JV we knew? Blondie was on the ground, crying for his mom, utterly broken. A girl, trembling, whispered to JV, "Hey, JV, I gave you medicine before, remember?" But he ignored her. With a sudden crouch, the floor beneath him cracked apart. In the next instant, he launched forward like a missile. Whoosh! The shockwave tossing students through the air. From the rooftop, Jiangxi smirked. "Not bad. That burst of power is impressive." Mei Jiji, still tumbling through the sky, barely regained his bearings. Staring at the flying head, he shouted, panic lacing his voice, "What the hell are you?" But JV's body had already caught up. He snatched his severed head midair, flipped forward, and landed right above Mei Jiji. "Wait, brother, listen to me first," Mei Jiji pleaded. His only reply was a chilling, murderous laugh. Snarling, Mei Jiji roared back, "Don't push me too far. Do you think I'll just take this?" Crack! JV swung his own skull like a hammer, smashing it into Mei Jiji's chest. A blinding green flash erupted as Mei Jiji plummeted downward. On the ground, both soldiers and zombies froze, all eyes drawn to the scene. Civilians screamed, scattering in sheer terror. Boom! JV landed first, the shockwave ripping fissures through the earth. Before Mei Jiji even touched down, JV hurled his head again. The blow struck, sending Mei Jiji soaring back into the sky. Crush! He smashed straight through a skyscraper, glass and concrete raining down in torrents. Just as JV was about to give chase, the surrounding zombies swarmed in, enclosing him on all sides. At the command of the towering corpse beast, the horde surged like a tidal wave. JV's eyes narrowed. He spun around sharply. Then he roared, a sound that split the sky itself. The shockwave was devastating. Zombies instantly vaporized into ash. Even nearby humans were blasted back, blood pouring from their ears and noses. With a cold snort, JV crouched low. Boom! He launched upward like a living cannonball, resuming his pursuit of Mei Jiji. Soldiers on the ground stared, dumbfounded, at the figure soaring with his own severed head in hand. One of them stammered into his comm, "Director, there's a man flying with his own head. He's tearing through the zombies." In the sky, JV caught up to Mei Jiji. Once again, he swung his head like a weapon, slamming it brutally into his foe. Mei Jiji wailed, utterly powerless, tossed around like a rag doll. Xiao He frowned, murmuring to Jiangxi, "King, that one won't last much longer." Jiangxi only sneered. "So, the brat has immortality? Umph, that makes him far more interesting." Meanwhile, with AJV clearing the battlefield, the human army finally breached the campus and began their rescue. As a female classmate supported Fong Yu toward the exit, boom, something massive crashed down from above. It was Mei Jiji, once again hurled to the ground by AJV. Moments later, AJV himself landed with a thunderous quake, cracks spiderwebbing across the earth. The sight of him froze everyone in terror. Xiao He scribbled frantically, reporting to Jiangxi, "My king, this one's readings are near perfection. His deformity index is flawless, exactly what you envisioned. His physical attacks defy logic. If he matures unchecked, once he hits rebellion, human society could collapse." He paused, then added, "Though one final trait remains untested." On the field, AJV calmly reattached his own severed head, under the horrified stares of soldiers and survivors alike. His hair writhed, his muscles shifted and hardened. With a bone-rattling roar, he completed his metamorphosis into the true AJV. Fong Yu gasped, eyes wide. "Holy crap, that short zombie earlier was really you." From afar, the battered Mei Jiji croaked weakly. "I already apologized for wrecking your exam paper. You said the students were mine. Why attack me?" JV sneered, voice dripping with mockery. "When did I ever promise you that? They're all mine. If I don't remember it, then I never said it." Mei Jiji's fury exploded. "Shameless liar, a disgrace to zombies. You're as vile as the humans themselves." He roared, staggering upright. "Don't think I'm afraid of you." The air crackled with murderous intent as the two prepared to clash again. Off to the side, Fong Yu and her classmates crept toward the exit, trembling, the chilling thought hitting them. JV might be even more terrifying than Mei Jiji. Yet just as they were about to reach the academy gates, a thunderous whoosh split the air, a massive boulder hurtling down from the sky. Crash! It slammed into the entrance, sealing off their only escape. Panic spread like wildfire. Hope drained from their faces, leaving only dread. Then a shadow loomed behind them. JV stepped forward, lips curling into a sadistic grin. "Didn't I say?" he growled. "You all belong to me. Without my permission, no one leaves."